enjoy the performance much more with the program. Take a program with your program. Program. The illustrated program. 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 The illustrated program. And finally, Margaret, to be a good president, I fear that a man cannot be his own mentor. He cannot live the Sermon on the Mount. He has to be a Machiavelli, a Caesar, a Borgia, an unctuous religio, a liar, a whatnot to be successful. So I probably won't be. But I'm having a lot of fun trying the opposite approach. Maybe it'll win. Lots of love, Dad. Say, Rose, are Mr. Johnston or Mr. Whitney there? They're there. Well, fine. What about the Attorney General? Tom Clark's there, and what about Charlie Ross? Well, good. Send them all in, Rose. Thank you very much. Good morning, gentlemen. I see you, Mr. Johnston. You're looking very well, sir. Fine. Mr. Whitney, how are you, sir? Fine. Tom, Charlie, please stand right there. Well, gentlemen, what have you worked out on the proposed settlement? You mean to tell me that 18 of your 20 railroad brotherhoods are willing to accept the arbitration award, but you're going to stop the railroads from running anyhow? Well, boys, if I knew you were going to tell me that, I wouldn't have asked you over here this morning. The good Lord may have built the earth in 6 days, but that surely was before labor unions. If you think I'm going to sit here and let you tie this whole damn country up, you're crazier than hell. You've got 48 hours to reach a settlement. If you don't, I'm going to take over the railroads in the name of the government. That's all, boys. I said that's all, Mr. Johnston. Mr. Whitney? Well, Tom, Charlie, what do you think? But wait a minute, Charlie. Listen, I know better than you do that their labor unions have always backed me politically, but this is not a case of labor versus management. No, sir. This is a case of a few big money boys in management and the war-rich unions against the government. And I'm going to teach them to exercise some social responsibility. Well, I'm trying to get this country back on a peacetime footing. And I am not going to have the private citizen getting hind hit on this deal. It's got to be fair all the way around, and this damned inflation business has got to stop. I'm going to take the hides off those bastards. And that goes for the National Association of Manufacturers crowd as well. They are not going to stampede me into lifting price controls. But, Charlie, you think we ought to consult some economists, do you? Well, let me tell you something. I stopped into some supermarkets on my walk the other day. And I don't need those economic wizards to tell me that this country's hurting. All you got to do is see how it's buying. No, sir, Charlie, only one way to stop this. And that's a few swift kicks in the right asses.